AI is pure technology, but at the end of the day, every person has different emotions. So AI is going to be a two-edged sword, no doubt. So in the current state of AI, I don't believe that anything is slowing it down.
I just think it's hopefully careful utilization up, because to put it in place when it's not fully resolved could be catastrophic when you're talking about people's health and lives and things like that. So it's not surprising that it should be kind of a conservative and very safe ramp up to capabilities to safeguard so that you can't have anything go wrong. And I just think it makes sense. In some areas, it may happen really fast. In other areas, it's got to take its time. So it has to be when it's ready. There should not be a rush to do something that isn't fully vetted or figured out.
AI is going to be a two-edged sword, no doubt. The question is, how does it deal with big data? How does it deal with patient confidentiality and HIPAA rules, accountability? It's going to be very interesting because it's those types of things that cause massive rejection. So it's going to be really up to the integrity of the software and the software developers to protect people's privacy.
It's a good question, because in terms of the type of work we do, which is really providing these experiences through products and interfaces and design, there's a benefit for how we use those tools as well. But in terms of the ethical issue and whatnot, you just have to know the what ifs and make sure that those don't happen, or have a plan, have some ability, some safeguard steps that can catch things. And that's why that stuff has to be really well figured out before it gets plugged into things that really affect people's lives or their health and things like that.
So design thinking and human-centered design thinking is essential, because in healthcare, the patient has got to be spoken for and spoken to and listened to. AI is pure technology, but at the end of the day, every person has different emotions. So we as designers have to have a human-centered approach that takes in that variation, that imperfection. And design is trained to do that, and design does that so well because it has to.
The importance of what we do with design thinking is we look at that all-encompassing experience of whatever the product, the service, the experience interaction is, and in terms of how we integrate AI into that, should facilitate and augment and make a better experience for everybody. That's what's great about being in the design thinking business, is that we're on the forefront of being able to figure out how to come up with ways it can help people.